If you don't trust your reactions, then why do you still question yourself after you feel something? You feel it, then you pause, then you start thinking about it, then you start correcting it, and by the time you're done, you don't even know what you felt anymore. That's where this starts, because this isn't about you being too emotional, and it's not about you being confused. It's about what happened when you first started reacting to things, and how those reactions were handled. Growing up, your reactions didn't always stand on their own. You felt something, and someone told you it wasn't that serious. You reacted, and someone told you you were overreacting. You had a response, and it got corrected, minimized, or explained away. So over time, you didn't stop reacting. You just stopped trusting what came up, because every reaction started to feel like something that needed to be checked, adjusted, or filtered. And that pattern doesn't just disappear, it follows you. Now you're in conversations, situations, relationships, and something happens. You feel it immediately, but instead of staying with that feeling, you step outside of it. You start analyzing it. Is this valid? Am I overthinking? Am I reading too much into this? So instead of responding, you hesitate, and that hesitation turns into doubt, and that doubt turns into silence, or a delayed reaction, or a watered-down version of what you actually felt. That's the cycle, and the more you repeat it, the more disconnected you become from your own reactions, not because you don't feel things, but because you don't trust what comes up when you do. At some point, you learned that your first response wasn't something to rely on, so now you override it. The first shift is this: notice your reaction without correcting it, not fixing it, not explaining it, just noticing it. Because the problem isn't that you feel something, it's that you don't give it space to exist. So the next time something comes up, before you label it, before you justify it, just let it be there. You don't have to act on it immediately, but you also don't have to dismiss it. Just let it exist. That's where this starts. The second shift is this: separate what you feel from what you think it means. Because those are not the same thing. You can feel something strongly and still not fully understand it yet. But instead of giving yourself time, you jump straight into interpretation. You try to define it immediately, and that's where things get distorted. So instead of asking, "What does this mean?" ask, "What did I actually feel?" Keep it simple. Stay with the feeling before you build a story around it. The third shift: stop assuming your reaction needs approval. This is a big one, because a lot of the doubt you feel comes from this internal question: would someone else think this makes sense? And if the answer feels like no, you start pulling back. But your reaction isn't something that needs to be approved before it exists. It's information, and information doesn't need permission. The fifth shift: pay attention to patterns, because the same reactions don't show up randomly. If you keep feeling something in similar situations, there's a reason. And instead of questioning it every time, start looking at what's consistent. That's where clarity builds. And over time, as you stop correcting everything immediately, you start to recognize something. Your reactions weren't the problem. The constant adjustment was. You weren't too much. You were just responding and then taught to doubt it. And once you see that, you stop trying to fix every reaction and you start understanding it instead. That's where trust comes back, not all at once, but gradually, through repetition, through awareness, through choosing not to override yourself every time something comes up. And eventually, you won't have to question everything you feel, because you'll know what's yours and what isn't. And that's where things start to change.